thousands of dollars in upgrades to your home for free.
We'll fix it up a little bit, we'll paint it, we'll refinish it.
The value of your home goes up and you pay nothing. How your home can get an extremely free makeover. Tonight on 9 News at 10. From Colorado's news leader, this is the #1 rated 9 News at 10. Still ahead on 9 News at 10.
Denver's first peek at the final episode of Star Wars.
If I put in a new furnace, a water heater, a roof, windows, gutters, that stuff's wonderful.
But the data suggests none of that will increase the value of your home. We'll show you what will.
Showers tonight as the latest storm moves out. Warmer weather forecast for the weekend. I'm Kathy Saban. I'll have the details.
And you might be surprised to hear who's considering Jeff Bzdelik for their next head coach.
All that and more when 9 News at 10 continues.
Colorado leads the nation in foreclosures, a problem that could create a tough market for home sellers as we head into the summer selling season. 9 News consumer reporter Mark Kobrick, though, offers one solution tonight for those competing in this crowded market. And Mark is live at a duplex on West Bayard. You say the solution is that room you're standing in, Mark?
This is the kitchen, and this is a completely remodeled duplex. The other half looks just as good, and now this home really stands out against the other properties that are also for sale in the same neighborhood. So you say you couldn't afford to do this kind of remodeling if you were going to sell your home. Well, in fact, you can, as long as you can find somebody else to pay for the upgrades. This is what the duplex looked like just as work began. Virtually a lost property. A complete write-off that is now a $400,000 jewel in the crown of a company called Value Builders.
But it's slow, and across the city it's slow.
Tony Lewis is hoping they can do the same for his home in the Baker District.
I don't want to wait an incredible amount of time to sell this house.
To separate his property from the rest of the pack, he hired Value Builders to do a complete remodel.
How do you make this house stand out? And not only from the outside, but when you walk in, that wow factor.
This has been on the market how long?
A little less than a month.
Do they deliver the wow factor? Here's another home just off Parker Road that was just another beige box. A dark, outdated kitchen, bathrooms with no color, and old brick fireplace. Today, the kitchen looks like something out of a magazine.
Changed on the sink as
well.
well.
Those old bathrooms sparkle, and you'd never recognize the old fireplace.
We have yet to have a house that we've lost money for ourselves or the owner.
Value Builders Chris Holtz says this is the stuff that matters.
There's data that suggests the average home buyer makes a decision within 30 to 60 seconds of walking into the house. So that's all visual.
That's why interior walls are repainted in soft and inviting colors, and why every piece of furniture, which they provide, is a conversation piece. Incredibly, much of it from garage sales.
We'll fix it up a little bit, we'll paint it, we'll refinish it, and looks great in these houses.
That's what allows people to see what they've been envisioning for so long.
Bank executives like Shauna Naus, who turned foreclosures over to Holtz and Licht, say the two are batting 1,000. Desperate properties sell in days.
Fantastic. The property was finished in a showcase condition. We sold that home, I believe it was within 10 days. And realized a good recovery on it.
How long do I want to wait to put it on market?
Tony Lewis is hoping for the same results. The base price of his house, $300,000. Value Builders will do $15,000 in improvements at their expense and boost the new sale price to $369,000. The two will split the extra profit of $54,000. The downside.
You know, the only downside that I can figure is if you think you can sell it and get it on the market right away, with Value Builders, I've got to wait 4 to 6 weeks till they do the work.
A risk that thousands of sellers in a slow market will probably be willing to take. Of course, if the house sells below value or below the pre-improvement price, then Value Builders loses its remodeling money and they lose money on the house in general. But Bob, that hasn't happened yet. They've made money on every house they've sold. It's a great idea for a busy market like ours.
I'm sure we have a lot of folks in bed right now rubbing their chins going, that looks like a pretty good idea. Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of a nice place, too.
Yeah, very interesting. Mark, thanks for the tour.
You're watching 9 News with Adela Arakawa, Bob Kendrick, Kathy Saban, and Drew Soisher on KUSA, Colorado's first and only local news presented in high definition.
We'll update on 9 News at 5 and 6 tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching. Good.
9news.com, 9 News, where news comes first.